My name is Wendy Teifelt, and I have created a kindergarten social skills unit addressing IEP goals. All of the lessons are based on Tier 2 positive behavior interventions and supports. The IEP goals addressed in this unit are accepting no for an answer, asking for help, listening to others, following instructions, greeting others, and waiting your turn. This unit plan incorporates technology standards, and digital materials are heavily embedded throughout the lessons. The California Common Core standards for speaking and listening and physical education standards are addressed in this unit. Because students learn, remember, perform, and understand in different ways, Gardner's multiple intelligences will be addressed throughout the unit. We will begin our week-long lesson on accepting no for an answer by reading I Just Don't Like the Sound of No by Julia Cook. Students will use the VoiceThread app on the iPad to narrate pictures that depict accepting no for an answer. Students will be able to practice their skills by playing the game Taking No for an Answer. They will be pulled individually to describe how they feel when they are told no, when they really want something, using the Tap to Talk app. They will create a feelings chart using Poster Board, formulate a hypothesis about what would happen if students choose not to accept no for an answer, and record their thoughts on iMovie, or use GarageBand with teacher support to compose a melody of rules of accepting no for an answer. The second week we will focus on asking for help, and we will begin our week with a PowerPoint. Students will follow along with a PowerPoint presentation as they practice asking for help. They will use the iModeling app to role-play how to ask for help and design a custom avatar at Voki.com. Students will be given the opportunity to use the Scribble Press app for iPad to write a social story on how to ask for help. They will also use KidPix to draw pictures to express how to ask for help, view a song and dance on YouTube via the smartboard, and practice singing along or synthesizing ideas to determine times when they may need to ask for help. In week 3, we explore the steps of what it means to be a good listener. Students may choose the My Pictures Talk app or the Talking Tom and Ben app to model desired behaviors. The Verbally app allows students to practice the appropriate steps for listening to others. Students will be grouped according to multiple intelligence strengths. They will either be illustrating how to listen to others by drawing pictures using the iCreate app, or using the VoiceThread app to arrange their own tune and sing to pictures depicting how to listen to others, or organizing a list of steps for listening to others and recording their answers in Microsoft Word. The lesson will be introduced using a PowerPoint presentation on following directions on the smartboard. Students will work at inspiration.com to chart steps of following directions on a graphic organizer. They will utilize the classroom laptop. At lessonpix.com, they will create a social story on how to follow directions. Each student will have the opportunity to choose a puppet, and together they will perform a skit on following directions using the Puppet Show app on the iPad. Stuffed animal puppets will be used to act out the steps for following directions. Students will use deductive reasoning to describe possible consequences of not following directions, and the teacher will record the results using Dragon Dictation. The students will use the Songify app to create a song on following instructions. Students will be introduced to the steps of greeting others through a PowerPoint presentation shown on the iPad. They will use Conversation Builder to record their conversations on how to greet others. They will go out to the garden and have some fun with Mr. Harry, and then practice greeting others through dramatization with Mr. Harry, while the teacher records dramatizations in iMovie. The students will work quietly on their own to narrate story on greeting others using the VoiceThread app. The teacher will group students according to multiple intelligence strengths. They will have their choice of taking pictures using Snapseed on the iPad and create a photo collage on greeting others, using the mini piano app to teach the class the steps of greeting others by playing the piano while reciting steps, or retell and sequence events through illustrating, writing, or verbalizing using the Scratch app. Students will be shown a PowerPoint presentation on waiting your turn. The students will follow along utilizing visuals displayed on the smartboard and total physical response modeled by the teacher. Students will watch the 3-2-1 Penguin Planet video clip on the smartboard and will communicate with an elbow partner what the children could have done differently. Students will pull a social skill out of a bucket and demonstrate a given social skill acted out in iMovie. The teacher will show the movies on the smartboard and students will guess which social skill is being acted out. Through this course, I have learned ways to embed technology in my daily lesson plans to engage and motivate my students. I have learned to teach to my students' strengths and the importance of centering my teaching on individual learners. Utilizing Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences and Bloom's taxonomy, I can differentiate instruction to meet the diverse needs of my students.